All right. Let's see how this goes. Hello. Hello. How's everyone? It's great to be in chat this afternoon on a Sunday afternoon. It's a gorgeous, beautiful day here in Ohio. I don't know what it's like where you are, but anyway, it is a gorgeous, fantastic day. So I'm going to fix this camera really quick. I think that's a little better. Hi, Judy. Nice to see you. Hi, Kathy Ann. You're cutting out PJs for your granddaughter. That's awesome. Knits. Awesome. Hi, Doc. Tries to sew. Good to see you. I know you're out there in California. Am I right? Let's see. Oh, you're from labor. You're in labor and delivery. Are there a lot of babies right now? Can you imagine the story of being born during the pandemic this child will have? My dad was born in 1919, so he was a pandemic baby during the Spanish flu. Oh, let's see. Judy's in New Jersey. Awesome. Hi, Deb. Good to see you from California. Yes, I thought I remembered that you were in California. Good. Hi, Wendy. Oh, Anita. I saw Wendy and I thought it said Wendy. Nice to see you as well. Hi, Lisa. Wonderful. I hope you all are doing well. I'm real excited to be back on chat today. It's been just a gorgeous, beautiful afternoon. We had our first, well, last week they did the first live church, but we took a vacation weekend last weekend, so we were not here. So this was my first week to be back in church leading worship, and oh my goodness, I wanted to cry. It was so awesome to be with everybody again. Hi, Lisa. Good to see you. So anyway, what is everyone doing today? I do have a tip for you guys, but I'll wait till about 3:15 to share. I have, I think, a bit of news. I can't leak the whole thing, I don't think, but I'm going to make a few upcoming things with the channel, and I'm pretty excited about it. I think we're going to do Patreon, but not going to lose anything that we already do. Don't worry about that. If if you're just a subscriber and you don't want to do Patreon, I totally get that. No one's going to have to do that. But what I'm actually thinking about doing is having it be Friday Sewing School again, because everybody's saying they missed that format, even though we're still doing that, but I just hadn't used that format in a while. But what I'm thinking about doing is filming Friday Sewing School early with live question and answer. So that could be the Patreon part, that people could take part in that. And I could probably do a few sessions of it and then upload the video on Friday, so that people will still get to watch it, but if you want to be part of the question and answer, it would be on Patreon. So that's one of the ideas I had. So, and another idea would be to have available one-on-one help if you wanted to, sort of rent me for an hour or whatever. I feel silly about that, but there'll be like a private lesson kind of thing too. And then another level that is just basically support and maybe ability to direct which way the channel goes, what we do next, and also some, content that's just for Patreon. So that is my 3 levels that I thought of so far, and I don't want to like make it super complicated or take away anything from what we're doing right now. But in order to keep the channel going, it's pretty obvious that you need to have a little bit more financial. So I'm going to, I think, reach out in that way. So we'll see what happens. What do you can let me know what you think about that, because I really do want to know what you think. So Judy's making hand sanitizer pods with, oh fun! So you have it right there on your purse. That's awesome. And has finished constructing pieced borders for a quilt. Oh, fun. Tomorrow's project. Cool. So you don't quilt your own, you do it the long arm? Yeah, that's, I've never done that. And I've only done a couple quilts, but I just quilted them by machine, and I'm sure they were not as nice as if I would have sent them out to someone. I'm basically cheap. Frugal when it comes to stuff like that. Hi there, Jana. Nice to see you. Fires are still raging all around Lisa. Oh my goodness, smoke is bad. She's safe in Sacramento. Pray for rain. Oh my goodness, we will definitely do that. Those wildfires are just serious. I mean, they're bad this year, really bad. Hi, Joan. Nice to see you. Oh, that's cool, Tony. That's awesome. You film yourself sewing for hours. That's cool. Are you going to plan to start a channel, or what do you plan to do with the film? That's awesome. Hi, Somi. It's good to see you from Oregon. Happy to see you too. Hi, Libby. Oh, octave coat, a blue one yet. My husband actually last year promised me fabric to make an octave, so I'm probably gonna hit him up for that pretty soon here. I just didn't have time to in the year last year to get it done with all the other stuff we had going on, so I decided to just push it to this winter, so I'm excited. Okay, let's see. Quilting by check. It's for a friend who commissioned it. Oh, okay, gotcha. Oh, you will certainly be in my prayers, Lisa. Yes, you, and mine as well. There's a lot of you from California and the Pacific Coast on here. Hi, Elizabeth. Nice to see you. Hi, Linda. Hi, Ella. Hi, Rhonda. Nice to see you. I'm going to put something in here that I want to share here in a little bit. Okay. Tell you a little bit about Patreon. Well, Patreon started out an artist, platform for starving artists, basically, where like patrons go back to the days of the classic painters like Van Gogh and the Mona Lisa, who I forget who painted that. Anyway, they would be supported by the public, by people who believed in art and that kind of thing. So Patreon is for skills. They're supposed to be anyway, for like skilled artists to give perks to people who support them. And basically it's used a lot on YouTube channels, especially in niches like ours. So a lot of YouTubers are doing that, and at first I was not interested in doing it at all, but as I look to the future and the future that the plans I would like to have for this channel, I mean, it costs a lot to do this. It costs a lot of time and a lot of money. So, and I, want to keep it on YouTube and keep it free. So, so people who want to support can, but I'm not going to change what we do here for free either. So, just AdSense really is a little bit, but it isn't really enough to make the channel, be break even, at least at this point. So that's just a lot of YouTubers are doing it. That is why. And, financially, it's just would be a good thing to be able to get the equipment that I want to get to film. I'm still using my iPhone, so I would like to get, a better camera. Still cameras, from my photography business are all very good still cameras, but they're not very good with video. So I need to get a video camera and just some other things that, some lighting and things like that I really want to do to step it up a little bit, but I can't do it at this current level that we're at. So, yeah, I guess I resisted this completely, but and the only way I'm going to do it is if I'm making it worth somebody's while. So that was the idea I had, was to make Friday Sewing School live, and Patreon people can be live Q&A. So. Oh, let's see. Yeah. Yes, I was planning on that to happen on the, and you got a good point there. I'm planning on it to happen, the lesson to happen on Zoom, where I can see you guys and help you. So then the video of the Zoom is what would be posted on Friday. So what I plan on doing is I'm going to film like the Friday Sewing School, and I'll watch it with you, and then do Q&A, and I'll have the project right here to refer to as well. But I feel like I can have more sessions if I just film it and then do question and answer sessions. So that's what I'm thinking about doing. It would be good to help you, I think, live. See, sometimes it's hard when somebody asks a question, you really want to help, and it's really kind of hard to tell what's going on because you really can't see. So I think it would be beneficial for people. Oh, that's awesome. You got the best fit for your undies. That's great. I think that I will never buy another pair of underwear unless I get too old to make them. Oh, thank you so much, Lisa. I appreciate that. So that's just an idea that I have going forward. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to try and get that together this week and get all the details ironed down. Right now it's just a concept in my head. But yeah, that's something that I think would be beneficial to everyone, because it's also like maybe if I do Friday Sewing School, maybe you're home thinking of the same question somebody else would have asked. And so by hearing the answers to those questions, you would also be inspired. So, hi Kay, nice to see you. Oh, there's another hurricane? I haven't heard about this one yet. Oh, there's already long lines at the gas station. Oh my goodness. Hello everyone. Mary Alice, nice to see you. She's in Florida. Stitch, Stamp, Sew, Repeat. I like that. She's in New York. Rosa is in Washington. Hi, Heidi. Good to see you. You were sanding the deck, huh? Wow. We don't have a deck. I'm glad, because there are a lot of upkeep. We just have cement. Hi, Kathy. Nice to see you. Boy, I see a lot of names I haven't seen in a while. That's awesome. Have I seen Tom Hanks as Mr. Rogers yet? I have not, but I heard it's really good. That's on my list of things to watch for sure. Hello, Maudley Carlson, is that how I said that? Nice to see you. I'm so sorry about what's happening out there in California. Just so hard. You all are in my prayers, and now there's another hurricane. Oh my goodness. 2020 has kicked everyone in the butt, to put it bluntly. Yeah. And yeah, it's not good. There's a lot of people that have been affected by the pandemic, and yeah. Hi, AK, nice to see you. Hi, Paula, good to see you. Yeah, it's just it's an interesting time right now. One will probably be able to tell people about, back in the day. Those of you that are younger, when your kids grow up, you'll be able to tell them about it. And I think my grandkids are going to have stories to tell their kids someday about, only playing with their brothers and sisters for months on end. Which sounds like awful to a kid, doesn't it? Hi, Brenda. Good to see you. Hi, Kathy. Good to see you. Kathy lives very close to me. So we've gotten together for coffee, and we need to do that again, Kathy, very soon. You ordered the clear elastic from Amazon. Oh, good. Good. They have it back in stock then, huh? I'll have to get some. I'm running out. Maybe I should do cooking on my channel? Well, the thing is, you need to keep, with YouTube, you need to stay in a niche. I wouldn't mind sharing a recipe every now and then, though. That'd be fun. We could even share recipes with each other. What do what do you make on like we could say, what's your favorite laundry day recipe, right? We have our laundry day teas, so we could, do something like that. That would be fun. Well, what do you make on a day when you're sewing and not in the kitchen? Aw. Well, you know what? We just started, Mary Alice. We just started. So you didn't miss us. Hi, Brenda. Sandwiches, yeah. I think ours would probably be more like Arby's or McDonald's. But I'm not going to do that for a little while, I don't think. So, yeah, it's been a rough week at our household. My husband's job fell victim to COVID, so yeah, that's been a little interesting. I'm quite sure he'll find something quickly, but it's and it's temporary, they said, so they could call him back at any time, but he's obviously going to look in the meantime. So it'll be okay. God will take care of us, I'm sure. Hi, Chris. Nice to see you. So let's see. Who's tried any new patterns this week? Trying to think of what ones have been released. There was that Anterium dress. Did anybody try that one? That one looks really good. You know what, Kathy? The one thing I didn't like at Zincs this time was that they were not wearing masks, and it's mandated in Indiana. So I was kind of shocked at that. Although you don't really need to be close to them, so it wasn't a really big deal. But it did bother me that they weren't following the law. But I didn't think it had changed much, no. It seemed to be the same as every other time I've been there, other than that. Oh, wow. Teresa says her brother has a restaurant. I'd be there all the time, probably. Black beans in the crock pot. Oh, thank you, Chris, very much. I appreciate that. Home Sew in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania has 1/4 inch in stock. Oh, good to know. Thanks, Mary Alice. Crazy. Tony, thank you. Let's see. Sliced London broil. Ooh, that sounds really good. Put it in a saucepan with jarred brown gravy and to Bob Evans microwave mashed potatoes. Ooh, that sounds like super good. Super good. Oh, that sherry dress is brilliant. Rhonda just downloaded the sherry dress from 5 out of 4. And I got to tell you, the way that those ties are done is brilliant. I just think it's wonderful drafting. Just really neat. I'm going to put those ties on other things. I think it's just such a cool idea. Let's see. Thank you, Mary Alice. I appreciate your prayers for sure. Yeah, my husband's a structural engineer, so his job depends on construction projects and planning construction projects. So, you know, when people don't know, everything is so uncertain. Some of the projects have had the plug pulled on them, and he's a project manager in construction and engineering. So when there's no projects, they don't need any project managers. So that's just how it goes, but I'm sure he'll be back soon. Oh, Glenda was a tester for Answerim. Awesome. It looked like that is my kind of dress, just with the wrap and the little ruching at the waist. I just love that. I haven't tried it yet, but it looks really good. Oh, you know what, Kathy Ann? That's my favorite jammy pattern. I love that. Grow With Me jammies for kids. I've made those for my grandkids, and they're just wonderful. Paula's had a cold 14 days now. Not COVID, good. But home remedy for coughing. You know, I just think what I've done before is like boil water, and when the steam is coming up, you know, just like get over that pot of steam. Don't inhale super, super hot steam, but so get a little ways away. But, you know, kind of make a tent over it and just inhale the steam. It's kind of the same as being in a shower, but it helps loosen stuff up. I have asthma, so I know all these tricks. Ooh, myositis dress. Those look so cool. I just wonder, what does myositis mean? Because to me, it's a disease. If somebody knows what that means, I'd really love to know. It's probably a really beautiful thing in another language that I just don't know. Myositis. Okay, not situs. Yes, Chris, you will get there. I know you will. Paula, I love the look of it, but it's quite straightforward. Let's see. Hi, Colleen. Nice to see you. Oh, Teresa, that's so sweet. That's a perfect thing to do. I started my granddaughters on pillowcases, and then we did jammy pants. And the one that really took to sewing is my middle granddaughter, and she just made herself a laundry day tee. So they have the little laundry day, but it's hard to say, little LDT for kids, and she made herself one. I helped her just a little with the bands, but she did it. She did it herself. It's really cool. My sewing schedule is I just try to, I mean, I'm up here most every day for a couple hours. I don't really have a set schedule though, not really. I did when we didn't have air. I would come up here like at 6 in the morning and sew till noon. But lately I've just been coming up here like usually in the morning for 2 or 3 hours, and then I'll go downstairs and have lunch and chill out for a little while, and then maybe after dinner come back up for a while. But yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, I wish I need to be more, I think I need a schedule. Like I would maybe be better if I had one. Oh, wow. Colleen, there's so many of you in California, and I'm just hurting for all of you in the smoke. And has anyone that close to you had damage to the properties or anything? It's just awful. Terra Tunic is one of my favorites, Brenda. What is 8872? I think I'm going to go out and look. Simplicity 8872. A pullover dress. Ooh, that's pretty. That's really pretty, Paula. That looks like a nice, easy going, easy breezy dress. Nice. I love the peppermint ruffle sleeve top. Whenever mine is clean, it's on my body. Pretty much. I love that thing. I've only made one, and I should make more because I bought some linen too to do it, and I just haven't done it yet. Tony, I've not made the trendy tunic, and I'll be honest with you, this is not my favorite kind of style. So that's about the only Love Notions pattern I've ever said that just wasn't really my style. But then I've thought that about patterns before and made them, and then they were wonderful. So maybe I should make one. I'm glad I'm not the only one, Pat. I'm always late for everything. That looks really cool, Paula. It does look comfy. Hi, Barbara. Baby Afghan. I am so jealous that you're in San Antonio. My family's there, and I have not seen my brother in a year now. Almost a year. We were there Thanksgiving. So, and I had a trip planned right after Easter. That didn't happen. And yeah, I just said I'd go as soon as I can with COVID, but it's just not that great to fly yet. So I don't know. I may brave it because I just can't stand that I haven't seen them. It's been a long time. Hi, Patricia. Oh, thank you so much. St. Clair Shores. That's a beautiful area. My husband has a cousin who lives there in St. Clair Shores. This week's fires in Oregon, 3 families I know of and group up. This is so me, she said. They lost everything. The good news yesterday, one that was missing was found. We're just so thankful. Oh my goodness. That's serious stuff there. Imagine losing everything. I mean, your family memories, everything. That'd be horrible. Hi, Jay. Nice to see you. I keep getting a little spammy message here. If someone, there's someone on here that's talking about terrible things, that YouTube is catching it and telling me, do you want this message? And I keep saying no. But if something gets through, please know it isn't, I'm not allowing it. They've been really good about coming up and saying, do you really want to show this message? So why do people have to ruin things for other people? That's what I don't understand. Obviously, we're not that kind of site, I don't understand why people do that. Hi, Jana. Good to see you. Everyday Tea from Ellie and Mac. Oh, this is going to be your first neckband. Cool. Well, it is it's a great pattern, and it just gives you curves, like I really like it because it isn't just a straight down tunic that takes all your shape away. It's got some shape to it. Yes, I do too, Jay. I really feel for those people. Hi, Allison. A barbecue? How nice. Well, that's more fun than a chat. You should go to your barbecue for sure. I don't understand what that is all about. Sorry. Not good what I'm seeing here. So, hi Heidi. Good advice to unplug the sewing machine. Yep, that is very true. I always, even now, it's unplugged right now because I'm not using it, even though there's no threat of weather. But I did lose a Viking long time ago. Beautiful Viking machine. I loved it, and it fried. Just fried. The whole board on circuitry and everything was just fried. Oh, Barbara, that had to be a sentimental day for you. The Everyday Tea pattern, Jay, is on ellieandmac.com. And it is under, well, just go to adult patterns and women tops, and you'll find it there. Okay, this guy's getting blocked. Yeah, we don't tolerate that kind of language. I don't care who you are. So hopefully, I don't know if you saw what I just did, but I just blocked someone who said a word that I don't want in my chats. I did stop him, Paula, I think. Oh, well. Report. Okay, I think I just took care of it. I reported him. Yeah, there was another one that you guys weren't seeing besides him, and that was worse. Oh, for goodness sakes. Okay, he's gone for good. I hid him. Hid him from the channel. Yep. That's terrible. To me, I don't understand why somebody wants to just go and spoil, who are we harming, like, anyway, I get philosophical. I'm not having buffering problems, but that just depends on the internet, wherever you are. I have not done the tip. Are you guys ready for the tip? I guess it is 20 after. Okay, so I have been using these little iron-on tags so that my grandkids can keep the sizes straight. What happens is my older granddaughters will pass things down to the younger, and then they know what size it is when they see it, because like sometimes I make matching stuff and like nobody knows, was this hers or was this hers or was this hers. So I don't know if you can see the tags here. This is just iron-on vinyl that I cut with the Cricut. So it's just one way to mark the size. I think I probably make it a little bit smaller the next time. But I have all these cut that are all my grandkids' sizes, so I don't even have to stop and cut them. And those are on Ellie and Mac. So I'm going to put a tag right there. That link is to Ellie and Mac. These cut files of sizes are only $1. So, or you could make your own in Photoshop or you know, or even in the Cricut software. Probably they're simple, but you just can mark your sizes, and then when your grandkids are passing things down or from one mom to another, they know what size it is. And also, bonus, they know where the back is. Now in this one, look, isn't this cute? This was my tester thing for Ellie and Mac for the girls' twist up. I put Marie from Aristocats on there for my granddaughter. She's 3, and she loved it. And but I also put this on there so her mommy knows what size it is. And it's also nice when you're giving like a newborn gift. Maybe you're giving a 3-month or a 6-month, because they get so many newborn clothes. You could put the tag in there and then they would know what size it is. So that helps. Anything with a kitty. Cool. So that's my tip. Even our stuff, you know, maybe you want to, I don't know, after you sew, you know, because I always tell my husband it's whatever size I say it is. When you sew, that's one of the benefits. You don't have to, it's a combination of so many sizes. I'm just going to call it size Kim. But if you're trading clothes with people or something like that, you might want to put the sizes in. Thank you. Yeah, this got this little little tie up like the big kids have, you know. And I kind of ironed it too much. I got to get those wrinkles out. But there's an adult one like this too. So I've got a video coming up, I think, on that pattern, both the kids and adults, because I'm making an adult pattern. So your focus is gone AWOL. Oh, I'm sorry, Jay. It's a tough time for everyone. I know. Oh, good. I'm glad that working for you, Chris. Yeah, I don't want to say what size well, I mean, you know, like it might be an 18 up here, it might be a 20 down here. I mean, it just depends on the designer, and you know, you just take your measurements and you do the right thing. And they're usually, mine are like 3 different sizes that I combine. So I'm not gonna, I'll probably just tell them the smallest one. Aw, I'm so sorry that you're going through that, Jay. I'm glad you have somebody, though, that's a good support. Well, sewing is a good place to start, to get back into things and concentrate on productive things. It not only occupies your mind, but it also is fun and social, and it can make you feel productive, even when during this time when, you know, we don't have any control over so much right now. Like, we don't have control over jobs, we don't have control over the economy. We don't have control over COVID. And then we just feel like you're in this, spin cycle, So outside of faith, which is what sustains me, I think, a good place to start to work your way back and to feeling okay about everything. Well, first of all, faith would always be my first way, but I think sewing is a really good way to try to do that. That was my little philosophical bit for today. I put a link in here. Let's see. It's up. It's highlighted in yellow for those for those iron-on stickers. It's a cut file for a Cricut or Silhouette. But you could even, I think it's something you could almost cut yourself without that. Thinking of asking Sandy for a Cricut. Oh, you know what? I just definitely get the Cricut maker. I think I'm going to do a video because I had a Silhouette. I've had 3 different Silhouettes, and I loved it. But I'm getting to the point where I want to do everything on my iPad. I do not want to be tied to a computer. I was tied to a computer for 19 years editing photos for 10-12 hours a day, and I'm just done with computers. So the Cricut allows you to do everything on your iPad. It's all Bluetooth, and it's slick, and it's easy, and it's fun, and I can just whip it out instead of pulling out a computer. And I love the Silhouette, the results, but the Cricut is just so much nicer. And the reason I didn't go Cricut back when is because you couldn't do your own designs. You had to do their cartridges. Well, it's not like that at all now. Now you have complete design freedom, and I love it. Love, love, love. And the Cricut Maker cuts fabric. So if you've got appliques or little quilt pieces, like paper pieces or anything like that, you can use the Cricut to cut them. So it's pretty awesome. Oh, Becky, I'm with you. My husband at 63 just lost his job, so I'm with you there. Kevin's was eliminated for the time being too. I think they told him it was temporary, which is good. But obviously he's got to look, because it could be, I guess, one guy that had been laid off from there before. It was a year before they called him back. So, he's got to look for sure. Wow, 18 quilt tops. Wow, that's a lot. I've only done like 3 in my whole life. Oh, thank you, Allison. I appreciate that. I'm probably going to do a video. I don't want to dwell on it too much, but I'm probably going to do a video, short one with the options. I'll tell people what it is up front, so that if they don't want to hear about it, they don't have to watch it. It's not a have-to thing at all. I'm happy what I'm doing, so it's not like I really absolutely, I'd love to just make it better, and I can do that if I do Patreon, I think. Wow. Yeah, I'm right there with you, Becky. I know. Yeah, well, you can, that's the same with the Silhouette, Jay. You can cut fabric on a Silhouette, but you have to have a bonding on it, like heat and bond or something. And I thought I'd do that a lot, and I didn't. I think the Maker, though, it's a little teeny rotary cutter blade that it has. It actually cuts the fabric. It's pretty cool. Hi, Ingrid. Hope you're feeling well. Good to see you. Well, I have a sway back and I made it and I love it. I don't know what hip dips are, but I'm hippie and I have a sway back, and I think, you can vary how tight you tie the thing too, You don't want it to be as sway. You could probably just loosen it a little bit. Hi, Gervais. For the navy blue dress on my photo in the... Oh, that was a tunic. That was the Pemberley tunic from Love Notions that I did. Thank you very much. It's an empire waisted tunic, and I don't do well with empire waists, so I did lengthen the bodice of that. And then that made like all the difference in the world on me. So if you're short or long-waisted, I'm long-waisted but really short, so that makes things like that really, just if they cut me at the wrong place, I just look short and wide. So that helped a lot to lengthen the bodice. Yes, mine too. I love Tom Hanks. Getting back into sewing. Oh. Hi, Hide. Is it Hilda? Hide and Silk. Oh, I've asked you that before. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You must think I'm terrible. Serger question. I'm new to serging and wonder if it's better to do 3-thread or 4-thread for 1/4-inch seam allowances. I always do 4-thread when I'm doing doing it as a seam. If I'm just overlocking the seam and not counting on that seam line, then I would do 3. But the 4 just gives you that extra, especially with knits, nothing's going to pop or anything. I would always do 4 if you're counting on that as a seam. That's my opinion anyway. My only successful Love Notions was the willow wrap. Cadence unfinished. Summer case given up. Aw. Well, I like them, but stick them out because they end up being really great patterns, really tried and true. The designs seem to be, to me, they're like just basics, a lot of them, to keep in your wardrobe. You can change them up and hack them a little bit into things. So, no problem, Kathy Ann. My pleasure. I think I did. So it's so good to see everybody. I feel like all the old regulars are in here today. That's fun. And some new faces too. Yeah. So what would you guys like to see coming up? I know we talked about doing the bodice of the fitting a bodice next. So I was thinking I have plans for this week already in the works, and I'm thinking maybe the following week I might start with bodice fitting. Yeah, I actually love both the harmony and the cadence. The cadence is a really, it's just a nice basic good dress you can hack. But not everybody, as many patterns as there are, there's 10 more people, because everybody has what, their own body, what fits them good and all that. Aww, that makes me feel good, Barbara. Thank you. Yeah, that can be confusing, what order to do alterations in, but I think that you want to make it fit you on the body before you really adjust like the hem length. But then when it comes to like bust darts and stuff like that, I think that you want to, if you need to lengthen the torso, you want to do that before, because then it might fall in a different spot and be completely different. Everybody has their own thinking on how to do that, and it can vary, but that's what I've always been taught, is like you really want to take care of those proportions first, and then you take care of the width, or the actual how big is it. Aww. I guess we all have fails. I have fails too, for sure. I mean, I cut a triangle that big out of the hem of my Sherry dress. That's why it's so short. It's really short on me, and it's going to be fine because I'm going to wear black opaque tights with it and wear boots, and it'll be just look like a too long. Okay, I can't talk today. It'll just look like a long tunic, with boots. So that'll be fine. But yeah, I chopped it, and it would have been so pretty if it were longer. Gemming issues. I don't know what you mean by gemming issues. Help me out. Hi, Elizabeth. I'm glad you're here. Glad you're here. Be sure and jump in with any questions that you have. Hemming issues. Okay. As far as you mean the curling and stuff of the hems, and I use a hem tape, like a stay tape, a lot of times, and I cut my own instead of buying like the Soak Easy tapes. It's a knit interfacing in a roll, and I usually cut mine 1 inch, and then I'll cut the 1 inch in half if I need 1/2 inch, and it really does nice for the hems, because it keeps it from rolling, and keeps it just really nice. That's what I use to tame the hems. If it's just like for instance, if you're just turning it up 1/2 inch, I used that on here, but I used a 1/2 inch tape, and then cover stitched it, so it lays really nice. I keep picking up this little, I can't wait to give this to her, because she's going to love it. But I still have to finish one for her brother. I can't give her one and not give him something. So that's how it works. Yep. It's the EK 130. Yep. That's what I do. Just been making something really simple for my granddaughter. Lots of different colored scrunchies. Oh, how fun. I thought about doing that with my granddaughters, making scrunchies, just spending a day making scrunchies. Curling, twin stitching, crooked seems to be a major complaint. Twin stitching. Well, I did that 5 ways to hem. Did you watch that video? 5 ways to hem knits. Curling, you can, the interfacing really helps with the curling, but also like if you're going along and it's curling, you just have to go really slow and fix that little bit. There's no other way to do it really, if you don't like put something on it to tame it, like the interfacing, or you could use starch. The only thing with starch is that then you've got to wash it out before you can wear it or anything. So I don't really like to use it unless I absolutely have to. Well, and look at my video. If you haven't already, look at my video, 5 ways to hem and knit. I'm going to go get that link for you. Hang on. ways to hem in it. Here it is. Copy. Here you go. That is 5 ways to hem and knit, that link I just posted there. So you can see if that helps you out. If not, if you have any other specific questions, feel free to email me or tag me in a post on the Facebook page. If you tag me, I'll see it. Otherwise, it can get by me. There's almost 100 members on, or almost 1,000 members on there now. So it's hard to actually read every single one. But if you tag me, then I know that you have a question for me. Sure, no problem. Is my chair adjustable? It looks like you need a booster to reach your machine. It is adjustable, but I actually have very short legs, so I kind of prefer like this. I could put it up a lot, but yeah, my feet wouldn't reach the ground. So there you go. No, I can put it up, but then my knee lift is right where it needs to be, and yeah, my feet would be dangling. So I could put something on my chair, I suppose, but it lifts up and down, but it's in the furthest down it can go right now. You cut the fold. I just read that. I'm sorry, I missed that earlier. Okay, Dot, I will definitely hone in on that. Already binned your willow? Shocking pictures we have had on the news in the UK of the wildfires in California. Yeah. Yeah, we need to really be in prayer for those people. That's a good idea, Teresa. I hadn't thought of that. I could do that. But my feet have to be on the ground for medical reasons too, because my knee, if it just hangs, my injured leg, it pulls on the quads that don't have any strength and gets really unstable. So I have to have my foot flat on the floor. So I'd have to have a whole thing for my foot pedal and for my other foot. Hi, Marilyn. Hi, K&M. Nice to see you. Oh, good idea. I hadn't thought about doing that. Both feet are on the right. Maybe I'll do that. That would be easy. Then I could put my chair up a little bit. But I'm so up and down all the time too. Don't you find yourself just getting up and down and at the sewing? I'm up here and then I'm at the serger and then I'm over here at the table and then, I don't sit for long periods of time. People think sewing is sitting and it's pretty athletic sometimes. I must be the only one. I don't know. But I think I'm all over this room all the time. So, yep. I've been using my small ironing board and putting it on the island there quite a bit, and that makes it easy, although I have to stand because it's a counter height island, but if I had something I could put right here, that'd be good. I could just turn and press and turn back around, but then I'd still have to go over to the serger. My serger and cover stitch are on another desk over there. So actually my old sewing table that was here, that is over there with the serger and cover stitch. Oh my, that is athletic if you have to go downstairs for your ironing board. Why don't you get yourself one for up in the sewing room? You could just, you know, they're like $13 at Walmart, I think. Pretty inexpensive. That is really cool. That is really good, Rhonda. That sounds amazing. I could probably do that, but I'd have to close this, and I have a long way to wheel between all these, but I could do it. And then the thing. I always, do you ever watch the Ellie and Mac videos, the YouTube videos on their channel? Diana, the girl who does the sew-alongs, I love watching her. She's so cute. Anyway, she has the best setup. I mean, she turns and here's this table, an ironing board, and then she turns around and she's got her machine, and she turns another direction and she's got her cover stitch. I'm like, wow, that is one great setup. It's not the cost, it's the space. Okay, yeah, I get it. That's a good idea too, Anne. No, you are right. No rolling. I don't roll too much. That's I get up and walk over there. I do roll between the serger and the cover stitch, but it's about this far, and I just lift that leg up and do it all with my other leg, so that I could not do that with my both legs. I couldn't do it. It's a what happened is I tore my quadriceps tendon, and it was repaired, but it was repaired too late. So I didn't really get the movement back. And so when they did it, since it was so late, the tension on the tendon isn't correct. So it's constantly micro tearing. And so I have to be kind of careful, because it'll just lock up sometimes, or just, you know, it just gives out. So I have to kind of baby it a little bit. That's cool. Thank you for thinking of that, Pat. It's a disaster area. Well, you know, you're only seeing this much of my room right now. It is a disaster. I mean, it's a disaster. My floor needs to be swept. I have junk over here on the table. I have like 3 projects in you know, different stages. I guess my table over there where I put my Cricut when I got it, that's clean, because that's new, you know, but it won't stay that way very long. Yay. Hey, fella. I actually got a little iron and a small board to use while sewing to press next to my machine. Yeah, that's cool. I have a little sewing machine. I mean, a little iron. And I put it on the table here. But I could put a regular ironing board right here, probably smaller. That's a really good idea, though. I like the TV tray idea. That would be easy to do. You just get a metal one even, and then you wouldn't have to worry about it catching fire like a wood one. But I guess if it's padded well enough, it wouldn't anyway. Curious if Zinks offers different discounts in store versus online. Yes, they do. They have a whole wall of clearance, and everything on that is $1.99 a yard. And they're really nice fabrics, some of them. And then they also have these bins when you walk in that are $1.50 a yard. They are what they are. You can't cut them. But there's some really nice things in there too. I got the t-shirt knit that I showed that's a space dyed navy. That was in the $1.50 bin, and it was like 4 yards. So it was a really good deal. Yes, Chris, that's great. These are those cubes from Amazon. They're super cheap, and my husband put them in for me a while back, and they were really nice. They hold everything. I have a couple more cubes on my island than that, but other than that, there's a couple of big pieces like fleece and that are in my attic, but otherwise everything's on there. It is related. There's 3 locations, Kathy. There's one in Ligonier, Indiana, one in Berlin, Ohio, and one in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. It's a family-run business. They're all, I think, Amish type people. Really, it's a really nice store. Everybody's so pleasant in there. Now, wait a minute. We're not trading hobbies in here. That's really funny. Well, you guys are welcome to show your hobbies the storage space. Maybe he'll be, inspired. A stretch woven, Kathy, is like it's a woven like any woven, only they have worked some spandex into it so that it recovers a little bit. So it's not really a knit, but they've put spandex in it to make it stretch. So like stretch jeans, there's stretch denim, there's stretch bengaline, which is what I think I ended up getting. I'm not completely sure if that's what it is, because a lot of times in the warehouses things aren't marked really well. But it's basically just like a khaki fabric, but it has got some lycra built into it so it'll stretch. Yeah, I wish there were more. But Teresa, I bet you there's a fabric warehouse of some kind near you. I don't know. I would think that there'd be something close there. What part of Virginia are you in? If you're close to DC, then you could probably not take too long to get up to New York or up there. You need a Zinks in the UK. Yeah, I've heard that fabric shopping there isn't quite as easy. Yeah, no, it's not always a knit if it's stretchy. You can see that the fabric is woven, but it's got lycra. I don't know how they do that, but it stretches. Not really. I would call that a woven, Libby. You could make pants with it, but not knit pants. Use a woven pattern, and depending on how much stretch is there, you could probably size down just a little bit. But if it isn't a whole lot, I probably wouldn't size down. But if you're like on the edge, you could go down direction. Okay, we've got all kinds of weirdos in here today. Does anybody know this person? Because I'm going to block him too. Oops, I don't want to block Paula. How fun. I always love the names of the cities in the UK. I want to say I live in you know, something shire. I guess I've watched too much Downton Abbey. I just love the names of the cities and towns, and I need to go. One day I'm gonna be making that trip, that Beatles trip. All the places where the significant things happen with the Beatles, that's where I'm at. Franklin's. Oh, cool. Isn't there a London fabric district that's really awesome? And I've seen like videos from Kittenish Behavior and some of the other ones where they've gone to London fabric shopping, and it looked like it was pretty cool. Ferry Across the Mersey, that's a song. Were you talking about the song, or were you really saying take the ferry across the Mersey? That's an old song. I guess I just show my age, didn't I? I have a stash book, and I keep a little piece of fabric. Oh, that's really awesome. That is really good. I have Trello. I use my Trello, and I take a photo of the fabric, and then I'd say what cube it's on. So I have those cubes are numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 5 of them there, or there's 10 of them there. And then I have 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 here on the end. That's how I do it. I just say what number cube it's in, and then I know where to look for it. So, terrible. Yeah, how do you guys organize your stash? Anybody else? I know how she does it, and I just said how I do it. How do you organize yours? That song's going to go through my head all day now, you know, Jay. Was that Jerry and the Pacemakers or some group like that made that song? If my husband was here, he'd tell me right now, because he's like this music junkie. He would tell me for sure. Okay, see ya. Have fun. It's actually 4 o'clock, so I think I'm going to be wrapping up as well. But it's funny how, you know, usually in about an hour we all start feeling like we need to go, and which is good because we all have things, you know, everybody's got to sew and do different things, so that's good. Trouble with knowing care instructions for fabrics I bought. Okay, that's tough. When I have a mystery fabric, I wash it on warm and see what happens. And if it's expensive, you could cut a little piece off and wash it and see. One thing you could do is like take a 4-inch piece, measure it, wash it, dry it, see if it shrunk or changed in any other way before you pre-wash the whole thing. But I found is if I do everything on warm, and then I personally wash everything on cold. So if I do it, pre-wash it on warm and dry it on warm, if it can be dried, and then I know that it's going to sustain my cold washings after it's made. I'm sorry. Maybe they'll open up one near you, open a warehouse like that close by. Oh, how fun. I am so going there. I have got to go to Liverpool. I've got to walk on Penny Lane, and I've got to see Strawberry Fields, which I know is nothing right now, but it's still strawberry fields. And I've got to go to the cavern, which I know is not in the same place anymore, but I still want to go. And I just have to see all those things. And of course, I have to go walk across Abbey Road. That is like my dream. I entered that Sirius XM contest and thought maybe I'd get to go, you know, maybe I'd win, but I didn't win. But one day I will do that. That's my bucket list item. All right. Well, I'm going to let you all get back to your day, evening, or whatever time it is where you are. I just enjoy you ladies so much. Thank you so much. And I apologize for the interruptions we had today by weirdos. I don't know how they even know how to find us, but yeah, we'll just keep blocking them. Have a fantastic day, and I hope to see you online. So in a couple days, have a wonderful evening. All right. Take care. Great chat, you guys.